Growing up in this part of our world, being the first child, there's already so much expectations. The expectations are like off the charts.
My guest here today is Mariam Owusu.
I was always used to being everyone's go-to, taking care of everybody. Having that experience made me a bit laid back because I was always wanting to make sure that the next person is okay.
When it comes to online opinions and public expectations, how do you manage that?
But when I started doing social media, having that, I want everybody to be happy with what I do. So I will say I was that type of creator that wanted to play it safe. But then again, to how long can you please people? And you find that even with how careful I was, there's always someone somewhere that will have a problem with what you've done. You just have to do it. Perfection will come over time. I don't know if there's even a thing as perfect. It's important that you take time out to focus on yourself and make sure you do things that also make you as a person happy. Because mind you, at the end of the day, you are a person. Take care of the person, and then you can take care of other people.
Hello, and welcome to Seraban Conversations, a space where we pause, reflect, and rediscover the beauty in becoming. My name is Serwaa Abankwa, and on today's episode of Am I Enough? The Light Within Her, we get to explore self-identity, self-worth, and the true beauty of becoming who we are beyond our titles, beyond expectations and comparison. My guest here today is very dear to my heart. She's a content creator, she's an entrepreneur, she's a former Malaika Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mariam Owusu Poku.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you too, Mariam. I'm so happy to have you. Do you remember the first time we met?
2019-ish? Yes, I remember. We go way back.
Yes, we just won Miss Malaika, and a mutual friend of ours
connected
us. Yes. And do you remember your first piece? So I think there was this event, the Bonet event or something, and we made you this yellow dress, beaded. He had your fascinator.
Wow, my memory is terrible. I'm so sorry, but I'm sure she killed it. I really think she did a good job.
Yeah, I remember seeing you and I was so blown away.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for always styling me. She has always been there for me. If I have any event, any interview, anything, I'm like, Serwaa, I beg you. And then she's always there for me. She comes through with some amazing pieces. So guys, if you see me in any dope dress, just know it's Seraban Ghana.
We heard that. Thank you so much for choosing to do this with us.
Oh, thank you.
So I want to ask, growing up, were there any experiences or any messages that shaped how you saw your worth?
Saw my worth. Growing up, how far back are we talking?
Yeah, as far as you can remember.
When I was young, did I even have a concept of what self-worth meant? I don't think so. But then, growing up in this part of our world, being the first child, there's already so much expectations. The expectations are like off the charts, and responsibility, you have to take on so much. So I'll say growing up, I was always used to being everyone's go-to, taking care of everybody. And I think having that experience made me a bit laid back because I was always wanting to make sure that the next person is okay. And so wherever I find myself in the mix, after making sure everyone is okay, then I'm like, okay, now it's time to have time for Mariam. And that also taught me subconsciously that's like, I have to always do something to get some type of validation or to be in everyone's good books. I have to always be doing the right thing and making sure everything I'm supposed to do is done. So I think we're talking people pleasing at this point. So that's what I remember from my childhood. Don't get me wrong, my parents or the adults around me tried their very best to instill certain disciplines, like being truthful, respectful, all that was there. But then at the same time, I also felt like I couldn't really be myself. Now that I think about it, I was always having to be this perfect person in the eyes of people, because then you have younger siblings looking up to you, you have your parents wanting you to fulfill things they couldn't fulfill, and everyone is just expecting. So I would say I didn't really have a sense of what I was supposed to be and what that is supposed to look like.
I think I can relate because I'm also the first child.
It's hard.
And yeah, when you're the first child, there's a lot of expectations and you want to make sure you don't disappoint. And so when you're not careful, the people pleasing sort of goes all the way.
Yep.
And then you grow up.
Yep.
And then it's just, you see that pattern.
Yep.
Even when you want to do something, you're thinking, what would this person say? Instead of thinking about yourself and what you want to do. And so I understand that perfectly. So being in the public eye can sometimes amplify pressure and comparison. You post something and then somebody else is saying, oh, I think this post is doing better than this one. I want to ask you, when it comes to online opinions and public expectations, how do you manage that? Especially from your background, how has that changed?
I won't say it has changed very much. Okay, maybe now it's way better. But when I started doing social media, having that, I want everybody to be happy with what I do. So I will say I was that type of creator that wanted to play it safe. So I don't want to say something that will be a problem, that will get everybody talking about me in a negative light. I don't want to post something that someone will have an issue with. So I was always overthinking everything I have to do. So before I post something, believe you me, it has gone through so many thoughts and processes. I'm like, okay, so before something goes out, I'm like, yeah, this is it. This won't bring me any issues. But then again, to how long can you please people? And you find that even with how careful I was, there's always someone somewhere that will have a problem with what you've done. If it's what you want, if it's what you're eating, or if they think, oh, you didn't pose a certain way. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has so much to say. And so it got to a point, I'm like, you know what, you might as well just do what you want. And with the issue of experiencing pressure being online, my community knows this. I guess me, I know how to go offline and just touch grass. If it's getting too overwhelming, if it's getting too much, I just remind myself that, listen, this is not real life. Because the more you focus on what other people are doing too much, you don't even have the time to also focus on you. And you realize you're not growing because you're looking at what someone else is doing. You're just hyper-focused on what this person is doing or that next person is doing, so much that you don't grow, you don't improve. You're literally stagnant. But once you go offline, take a breather, you have the opportunity to work on yourself. You have the opportunity to, okay, they're saying this and this and that. If you assess it and you think, okay, there's some truth to what they're saying, work on it, come back better. And don't take it too personally when people come for you or people say certain things they're not supposed to say. It's good to ignore people, especially if you're doing the social media thing and you want to do it for a very long time. You have to have thick skin. That's a must. You should have it if you want to be in this space for very long. And also remember that silence is golden. All shall pass. I really don't take things to heart.
I really love that you're saying this. For somebody who is such a perfectionist, especially with what I'm putting out there, my post and all of that, I think what you've said is I've taken notes. You don't really have to care too much what people are saying. As much as possible, you should focus on yourself and look at what you can do better. I like that very much. Thank you. So I want to ask this question. I should have asked you earlier. How are you feeling today? And I know that as women, when they ask us, oh, how you feel? Oh, I'm fine. You know, we're so quick to say that. And I know you wear so many hats, but how are you feeling truly? Where is your headspace at the moment?
The honest answer is I'm figuring it out. Really. I woke up today with the mentality. In fact, lately, I've just been trying to figure out what I want to do, how to go about it, how to make the things that I envision in my head become a reality for me. But I also understand that you have to take it one day at a time. I don't want to be too hard on myself. And I also I'm focusing on the good things that are already in my life. And I'm patiently waiting for all the other things to also fall in place. So while I wait, I'm also working on the things that I want to see improve in my life, in my craft, in just my life in general, really.
I love that. So beyond acting, being an entrepreneur, a beauty queen, that one was a while back.
A while back.
Yes. Who is Mariam when all the cameras are off?
I think I touched a bit on it earlier. When the cameras are off, really and truly, just as you wake up every day and you're also trying to figure your life out, it's the same way I also wake up every day thinking, okay, what next? What I'm even doing? Am I supposed to be doing this? I have so many things that run through my mind. And I just like to remind myself that those that wait upon the Lord, He shall renew their strength. Truly and really, I have come to understand patience so much that I don't let certain things bother me anymore. So as much as I'm trying to figure things out, I also know the importance of process and just taking it one day at a time. Little progress is still progress. So it's okay to, even if you feel you're not going at a pace you want to go, it doesn't mean you're not growing. You're still growing, and you eventually get to the place you want to get to. Behind the scenes or off the camera, Mariam is a wife, trying to be a better wife, trying to be a better daughter, trying to be a better friend to my friends. And I'm just trying to enjoy life, really, because at the end of the day, this online thing we're doing, to some extent, for me, my opinion, it's not really real life. So I really like to take time off and just engage in the things that truly matter to me.
That's interesting. I love that you said that. So I'm going to connect what you just said to this question. You know, there are moments where as women, we have self-doubt.
Right.
You know, even as a creative,
right.
There are moments where you create a piece and you're doubting if
we all right.
You know, all those things. Yes. What are some of the things you do to reconnect, you know, when you're having self-doubt? Do you have any ritual? Do you have any words of affirmation?
Right.
So that maybe you can share with us.
I feel you. You can use it. I feel you.
Oh, Mariam said this.
Hey, Mariam said this.
Yeah,
wow.
Recite it 10 times and see.
Wow.
Feeling will go away.
Oh, definitely go away. I recently started taking my walk with God quite seriously. And for me, it's always the word of God that I use to encourage myself and to silence any negative thoughts that will come into my mind. So there's certain scriptures that I've made sure to have it at my fingertips. So as soon as I sense that thing crawling up, I'm like, you know what? The Lord has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. I have quite a couple. I remind myself of Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. Do you understand? And so it's just really the word of God that I use to calm myself down, and knowing that God is in control. I don't try and worry too much. As human beings, you have those days, you know, you have days where you don't really feel your best. You're not really confident about, in my case, being someone who creates content, you're not really confident about the piece that you're putting out. But if you take a step back and step away from thinking about the project or the video you're about to post less critically, and you assess it and you realize, okay, this is something that once it's out there, is it going to help somebody? If yes, then it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to do it. Perfection will come over time. I don't know if there's even a thing as perfect, but if it's that quality, or if it's that, is it RAS, you're looking for, just because maybe you have people you look up to and you admire or aspire to be like them or what they're doing. It takes time. It takes time, and you eventually get there.
You will eventually get
Eventually.
there. So don't be too hard on yourself.
No.
So to my next question. You mentioned earlier you're the first child.
Right.
To your wife. You have all these other things that you're managing. And sometimes you just want to choose yourself.
Right.
I believe that self-love is also really important.
Right.
So how do you do that and choose yourself without feeling guilty? Feeling like, oh, am I a bad daughter? How do you navigate that?
My mom definitely thinks I'm a bad daughter, though. My mom would definitely think that. I was just joking. But like I said, sometimes what we go through as children, as a child or when you're growing up, you really don't understand how far those messages or those experiences go on to shape your thinking and how you behave when you're older. And it's interesting that you asked that question, because now that I think about it, like I said, I've always been that type of person to overexert myself, try to make sure every single person is okay. But now I understand the importance of boundaries. Like you have to have some type of boundary. You have to have it. And just know that you can't, this might sound a bit cliche, but you can't pour from an empty cup. So being okay will also help you be better, be in better service, quote unquote, to the people you're trying to serve. So I always make it a point to make sure that I'm okay. I do things that I love. If I have to go on solo dates, to make sure that, okay, there's no husband here, there's no mother here, there's no sibling here, it's just me time. Spend time with myself, enjoy my own company for a change. I don't always have to be around everybody. And you find that once you are happy, once you're content, you also interact with the people around you in a more lively manner, and everyone else is happy. Because if you're not happy, even how you respond to the people that you're trying to be there for will not come out as genuine as you would want it to. Because if you're empty, it will show, it will reflect. So always, yes, you want to help people, you want to be there for the people that you love, but it's important that you take time out to focus on yourself and make sure you do things that also make you as a person happy. Because mind you, at the end of the day, you are a person. Take care of the person, and then you can take care of other people.
I love that. So take care of you, then you can take care of other people. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Legit.
I love that. So to my almost last but one question. If you had to send an email to your younger self.
I have a lot to say.
Please.
Right.
If you had to send an email to your younger self, I want to hear you. What would you tell little Mariam?
Little Mariam. Oh, that sounds so cute. Little Mariam. Knowing what I know now, Serwaa, I definitely will tell younger Mariam to put God first in all that she does. And also be very patient. Everything will work out. Don't rush life. Go through the stages. Don't skip the process. Don't skip stages in your life, because every point in your life will teach you something crucial. And if you miss it, it becomes a lesson later. Either way, you learn. But Shale, once you go through, you don't have to go through every single challenge in life to learn something. Sometimes it's okay to go through the steps. Don't rush it. Be very patient. Remember that God is in control. Also, I think I'll tell younger Mariam to prioritize character building. Character traits like being a person of integrity, being credible, being trustworthy, because these things, and that's essentially your image. And these things will go a long way to make room for you, way more than any material thing can ever do for you. And yeah, I think I have a lot to say, but I'll limit it to these three. Yeah. So little Mariam, please take notes.
That's interesting. I love that. So before I let you go, this conversation is powered by our most recent collection, the Sunroots collection. And so we would want you to share your sun moment and your root moment with us. Your sun moment being, the highlight of maybe your week or your month or your year. And then your root moment being that one thing that has kept you grounded in who you are.
Sun moment. Okay, nothing beats this. In May, I had the opportunity to travel to South Africa with a travel agency. And it was such a beautiful experience. I'd never been. And so having that opportunity to see another country, SA is beautiful. Honestly, not in... Very beautiful. Jonas, I don't know.
How?
I promise you. See, so I'm glad they changed that for me. Now at least I have some few friends that can go and be like, oh, what's up? Are you coming? You understand? So as of now, we're in what? October or November? Yeah, October. Nothing beats that yet. So I'm hoping something major happens before the year ends. But for now, my sun moments will be going to SA. It was such a lovely, lovely time. My root moment, I can't take away the God factor. Truly and really, God has been so good to me. I love my Jesus. I say it and I own it with my chest everywhere I go. And so making sure to always stay connected to the things of God, spending time with God, not only for my peace of mind, but also so that I can grow in the ways of Lord and in the ways of God and in the things of God is very important to me, because I strongly believe where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So spending time with God and in the presence of God is something that I don't take lightly. I'm always very grateful.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
I would want you to look into our camera.
Okay, that's my camera? Okay.
Yes. Give us your final words. There might be a young Mariam or somebody somewhere listening to you who's kind of trying to figure out her self-identity, her self-worth, and all of that. This whole social media space, sometimes it can be very draining. So I just want you to tell that young girl, give her your last words.
I don't know if I should call you little Mariam too, or any young girl listening to this conversation. I will leave you with this message that you have to learn to be content and to be happy with what's yours. And also, I know that social media has changed the way we view the world and has put so many unnecessary expectations on we, the young people. So you might see people around your age that are doing certain things or are already accomplishing things that you think you should have at your age as well. But life is not a race. Your time will definitely come. You just have to keep investing in yourself, improving yourself. And also, I can't not say this. Please spend time with God. Take your walk with God very seriously. And trust me, there's nothing that you won't be able to accomplish. That's it, I think.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sue.
I have a lot of takeaways from this.
Thank you.
But I think what I'm taking with me is the fact that every point in your life will teach you something.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, and so when you're at that point, there's no need to rush things. And don't forget the God factor as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Honest and
thank
sharing
you.
all these
My pleasure.
with us. This has been Seraban Conversations with Serwaa Abankwa. Thank you for watching. We encourage you to like, subscribe, and share. And we want to know what you think about this. So please comment. We want to know what you have for us.